All right. So today uh I want to talk about largely I want to talk about like content creation. I know I've talked about it before about like making it, but I've never really I want to say talked about um like how do I say it? Like I guess the future of content creation and like you know should people be doing it? Should is it kind of like a pipe dream? Is it something that's really feasible and like 2026 and onwards? And like I got a couple words. But no, like content creation and like is it really something that I suppose that like you watching this video, me doing these videos should really be doing, with their time, spending their time trying to do. And like I mean like this goes for like any type of content creation, right? Whether it's really low effort and like honestly not really too much thought into videos like my videos, or like streaming, or like fully fledged actual videos like fully edited and all that junk. Like I think that's like just content creation as a whole. Like, is it really something that like you should spend time doing? Because like I see a lot of stuff on like social media and stuff. Like, um, content creation is now a pipe dream, or like it's kind of always been a pipe dream, right? And that like it's really pointless for people to be doing um now in 2026, right? Like you shouldn't want to become a content creator now and stuff like that. And it's not like consistent. You have to be more consistent than say like your content, because I mean you really are like it's really tough to look at content creation as like a, I want to say like a hobby or a passion, and look at it more like that and less like a business or just like a company, or really something that is only supposed to make you money, right? Because I feel like for a large percentage of people, especially now doing content creation, I would argue that the main selling point in wanting to do content creation is the amount of money that you could potentially gain from it. And the key word there is potential, right? Because it's not like you can just like record some videos, maybe edit them and upload them onto YouTube and expect to be paid like a couple bucks, right? Like you have to go through, monetization if you're on, YouTube and stuff. Or if you're on somewhere else like Twitch, for example, and let's say your income is through like ads, or I don't really know how Twitch works, but I'm assuming it's through like ads and subs, right? And like bits and stuff like that. So I'm assuming your income comes through that. And then even from there, you need a certain amount of people actually tuning into your stuff, number one. Number two, you actually need a dedicated group of people, right, within the group of people that is watching your stuff to actually want to sub. And then again, within that group, you actually need people who are probably going to donate bits or something, right? And you need people who are going to watch you. And it's kind of like you obviously the main focus in content creation is people, right? Like just viewers. And because I mean, viewers make the content creator, right? They're basically the ones that give the content creator a career. You quite literally choose who to, like, we as people, right? We the people quite literally choose who to make famous and who not to make famous, right? And a large, like, I would say that, like, I want to say a good amount of like what actually gets people to like want to watch videos is obviously the quality of their content and like you know, their personality and stuff like that. But like it's actually getting the viewers regardless of who you are, right? Regardless of what you look like, regardless of what your personality is, regardless of what your content is. It's difficult in itself to gain an audience, number one, you know, try and gain an audience, and number two, trying to maintain that same audience, right? Like, obviously, I don't have an audience. 110% I don't, like, I have, like, no subscribers. Okay, I have no subscribers, and my retention is horrible. So, I mean, honestly, there's probably no one watching right now. Like, let's be real. There's probably no one watching this video right now because it's not an entertaining video, right? It's not an entertaining video. I'm not, like, I hardly put any editing into this video. The gameplay is lazy. It's I'll like, it's just me doing a voiceover. It's me just commentating. That's it. It's really lazy. And like, I don't expect to make money off of this, right? I don't. But then again, like, I'm not really looking at this as like a career anymore. I will admit, initially I was 110%. I was like, I'll say it right now. When I was like first making videos, like seriously, like a couple months ago in February, right? I was taking, like, when I was taking seriously, I was really thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna take this seriously. You know, I'm gonna grind. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna, you know, edit my own videos, record my own videos, and all that. And I realized how really tough it was, right? And like, even just doing the bare minimum, right? My editing wasn't even good either, nor was my gameplay or my commentary, right? But like, there were videos I was proud of, but there were also videos that like I was really disappointed when, you know, they got, you know, low views or low retention or whatever, you know. And again, it sucked, but like, it's really it was really like demoralizing because like I thought it was a good video, but other people clearly didn't think it was a good video, which is totally okay. Right? It's totally fine. But it sucked. And it made me realize that like, this isn't something that like genuinely, I genuinely don't think this is something that like you can just hop into, because like, you can just hop into, you know, with a webcam, with a mic, you know, and maybe some games for you to play. But this content creation is not something you could just jump into and, you know, grind and expect to find success, right? Because I guarantee you, even people who did jump into it years ago and maybe are still making videos now, right? But they haven't found success yet, right? And I would say there is probably like a formula to form success, but it doesn't work out for everyone. And it also, I suppose, leads into like, is it luck? You know, like, do you just have to get lucky? Maybe your video that you make has to find a certain audience that you don't even know exists, right? And all of a sudden it blows up and it captures that audience, right? Like, it's either luck or something else, right? Again, like I said, I don't think it's something that like you can just jump into and anyone can do. I think content creation used to be that, genuinely. And at that time, which I would probably say like maybe from like 2012, maybe 2013 to like 2016 is honestly probably when you probably should have been doing content. Because now I feel like it's just like, it's overwhelmed by a lot of in my opinion, it's overwhelmed by a lot of overstimulating content, right? Like people like reacting and what am I trying to think of? It was literally just in my head. Reacting, react content and uh like loud noises and a lot of yelling, right? Like rage baiting and like clickbaiting and all that stuff, screaming and yelling, you know. And it's just that's like if you think about it, that's kind of like the formula if you want to succeed, right? Like especially with like short form content, bro. Like if you want to make it now as a content creator, you have to be doing so much like on your own. If you're gonna one man band it, like actually, if you're gonna one man band content creation, you have to do so much. You have to like, let's just make a list right here, right? You have to think about what, like, for example, right? Gaming, right? Let's say you want to do gaming content, right? Like how I did. You have to decide what video game you want to play, right? You have to decide what video game you want to play. You have to decide how long you want to record for. And then when you're actually playing, you have to be talking and be interactive and be, maybe sometimes loud and over exaggerate a lot of things, your reactions and junk. What you have to maybe even fake reactions, you know uh and again, if you're one man banding this, you have to edit the video, you have to edit the video with your own creativity and ideas, and you have to edit the video in a way where it's, kind of overstimulating, and it just constantly keeps the viewer in check. And then guess what? You have to make a thumbnail for that video, and that thumbnail needs to be, engaging and captivating. And you probably need skills in like Photoshop or something like that, right? And then, you upload that to YouTube. Guess what? You're not done there, right? Because then you have to clip your video, and you have to put your clip the video in like 10-15 second intervals, right? And upload shorts to YouTube, and upload, reels to Instagram, and upload, shorts to TikTok. And at that point, you're running not only a YouTube channel, but you have to run a YouTube channel, a TikTok account, and an Instagram account, right? And I mean, it all gets really overstimulating even for yourself. And for someone as burnt out with life as me, honestly, it's very tough to keep up with, right? Like before I was watching, or before I even delved into, my own content creation and shit, I was watching like Joe Bart videos, bro. I love Joe Bart, number one. But I was watching like Joe Bart videos. And like he was saying, like, if you want to make it as like a content creator, like you have to be doing so much, right? You literally have to be on top of everything, bro. Like that. It's literally like that, bro. Like you have to make videos. You have to make shorts. You have to upload to TikTok. You have to upload to Instagram. You have to, make up a following on like Twitter or something, right? Get followers on other, social media accounts. And then let's say if you blow up on TikTok, you have to somehow transfer your TikTok viewers onto your YouTube. And if you want to stream, you have to somehow convert all of your other social medias like YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and like TikTok into Twitch. And all of that is just like, it's just so like, I'm not going to say it's so much work, right? Because it's definitely doable, but it's so like it just seems so heavy, right? And like truthfully, I genuinely don't think that like if you want to get into content creation, bro, Like genuinely, if you want to get into content creation, you gotta have it, dude. Like you gotta really, really, really want it, dude. Like seriously, you gotta really want it. Like your editing has to be good. Your thumbnails have to be good. That means you have to have like a good understanding of, what a trendy thumbnail is. And you have to have skills in like Photoshop and all of that. 100% you can make it without it. You could like I 100% believe that like you could literally be a queso and you could just be streaming one day and you could literally be a pure vibes person. Genuinely. You could be a purely vibes person and make it big on something like Twitch. Like Queso, he was a vibes person when he was first starting out, and people could tell that he was honest, bro, had passion, it's something that he really wanted to do. And again, he's just a vibes guy, you know? It's like it's either you make it or you don't. And the only way you make it is if you really truly are a certain person, because content creation is no longer a space where anyone can just do it. Like, let's be real here. Anyone can do it, but like to actually make it, not everyone can make it, right? It's not that easy. It's not. It's extremely hard, and honestly, I'm gonna say this, like, streaming, I would say I haven't streamed, right? Would I like to stream? Probably, yeah. But like, I think I would have no one watching me. But streaming, I think, or something, when you're starting out, is harder than a 9 to 5. Way harder than a 9 to 5. But when you actually start getting the ball rolling, streaming becomes easier than a 9 to 5.